Welcome back everybody to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of We Detail Cars. We've got this lovely Bentley Continental GTC in. We're going to be doing a multi-stage machine polish. We're going to remove as many swirls and scratches as we can. The car is covered in holograms from improper machine polishing, so we're going to remove all of those. We're going to clean the fabric roof, we're going to do the interior, we're going to ceramic coat all of the paint, and it's going to be looking amazing at the end. The Bentley Continental GT was released way back in 2003, and it was the first Bentley released while under ownership of the Volkswagen Audi group. This particular generation was made up until 2011 when it was replaced by the next generation. Now this particular Bentley is a 2008 GTC model, with the C standing for convertible obviously. It's a very low mileage example with only 11,000 miles on the clock. Considering the car is nearly 16 years old, that's under 700 miles a year. And now while taking a look over the interior, you can see the quality shine through. With the exception of the infotainment screen, the rest of the interior still looks like it could be brand new today, with quilted leather and lovely cream and blue two-tone finish. And now onto the paint, which is the main reason for the car coming in. You can see heavy swirling and lots of holograms from improper rotary machine polishing, which we will cover later. Other than the swirls, there's not any damage to the rest of the car. Right, we're going to get started with the wash on the Bentley now. So I won't bore you with the full process. It's very standard. We're going to do the wheels first. We're then going to do the engine bay, all the shuts, give the whole car pre-rinse and snow foam, and get on with the contact wash. And you might notice we've only got one bucket for the contact wash. Jay, why is it that you've only got one bucket for the wash? Well, the reason we've only got one bucket for the contact wash is because the car is in such bad condition already, there's no point trying to prevent any extra swirls. We're also going to be cleaning the vehicle, that's going to add some more damage as well. It's important to make sure that you wear gloves, especially when you're doing the wheels, just because some of the chemicals can be a little bit stronger and you don't want to damage your skin. Tyre brush, stiffer than a regular brush, so it's great for cleaning the side walls, removing any of the old tyre dressing. A barrel brush to get deep into the wheels. Some people would like to see the wheels removed. I would obviously like to do that as well. However, it is an additional service because it does take a bit more extra time. And with the brushes, we can still get a very good clean with the wheels on the car. Small detail brush just to get into some of the finer areas. Finally, just a small wash mitt just to clean the rest of the wheel. That's one down, 3 to go. We have the standard light dirt and dust in the shuts, nothing major at all. We're just going to put some all-purpose cleaner in, and then we're going to go in with a detail brush and we'll give everything a rinse afterwards.
We're now going to clean the monstrous 6-litre W12 engine. As you can see, it's pretty dirty and there's a lot of watermarks underneath the bonnet. We're going to use some all-purpose cleaner first, and then we're going to put some snow foam on top, and then we're going to brush everything in, give it a rinse off and apply some dressing. I do have a video on our channel which I'm going to put up in the corner here, which is a very condensed guide of how to clean your engine bay at home. So I won't go over the exact steps on this video, but I will put a link up here. We are using a 0 TDS filtered water, which is non-conductive, which means it's much safer on engines than using a normal water. That being said, loads of people do wash their engines with regular water and have no problems, so I'm sure you won't either. Just a quick note, we were sent this MJ JC V3 snow foam cannon, and it is really, really good. It's a significant upgrade over our old snow foam cannon. I'd fully recommend this product. Final step, Car Pro Pearl, just going to spray it over everything. I'll then start the engine up, let it warm up. It helps the pearl to settle in nicely, and then at the end we'll give it a final wipe down just to remove any excess of the greasy finish. I'm sure the moment that you've all been waiting for, I'm just going to start the car up. I'm sure you will all laugh if it doesn't start. Beautiful. Fires up into life. We're going to give the fabric roof a very quick clean. It's not super dirty, but while the car's in for the prep for the detail, we might as well spend the 20 minutes giving it a scrub. So I'm just going to take a sort of medium stiffness Vican brush, and I'm just going to brush it around. So if you've got a fabric roof that's really dirty, what do you want to do? Well, some APC or snow foam is generally a pretty good bet. You can use a specific convertible top cleaner, but a lot of the time an APC or a snow foam, a product that you already have, will do the job just as well. You can start off with a little hand brush like this. Like I said, it's not super stiff or anything, it doesn't hurt my arm. If you have an older car or a roof that's in a lot more need of a deep clean, you can use a drill brush. So you get the soft one, which are normally the white bristled ones. You can use that on a drill. Again, just don't be silly with it. Don't press super hard or anything like that. That's another really good way of cleaning your roof. Time to give everything a good rinse. We'll be rinsing for a while because it's just impossible to get all of the soap out of the fabric roof. Oh, excuse me.
Right, let's get on with the wash now. We've got a nice soft wash mitt, filtered and deionized water for no watermarks. Let's get the Bentley cleaned up and ready to be polished.
Right, all of the washing and initial prep of the Bentley has been done. We're just going to assess if we need to clay the car. So I've got a glove on and I'm just running my hand over the paint, feeling how rough it is, if there's any bits of contamination. And this car is not got much, if any, contamination. It's a very low mileage car. It's not used regularly. So there's no bonded contamination that I can feel. What we are going to do though is we're going to spray an iron fallout remover onto the paint, and then we'll allow that to react. If there is any embedded iron, we're then going to rinse it off again, and then we will put the car inside, dry it off, see if there's any tar or any other bits that need to be removed. And if necessary, we will do that inside on the ramp. Right, Bentley is in and ready for machine polishing. We'll just have a little look around the paint. So you can see there's the usual swirl marks, and there's also some rotary buffer trails, or holograms as they're often referred to. That's on the boot. On the rear quarter panel, the same sort of damage. I wouldn't say the holograms are there, but there's a lot of swirl marks, as you can see. The worst part of the car is easily the bonnet, which you can see on the spotlight overhead. Has been very neatly done. You can see they've gone across in a very tight-knit pattern, but it's not been refined down properly, which has left these marks. A lot of swirl marks down here. I think it's been clayed in the past. Some of this is clay marring. And onto the passenger side door as well. So we are going to attack the bonnet first. We're going to get rid of all of the holograms and all of the swirl marks. And then what I'll do is I will put some holograms back in so you can see how it's done and how to avoid doing it. We're going to use a couple of pads for this process. We're going to use a microfiber cutting pad and then a softer foam pad for refinement. While I will go over the whole bonnet with the cutting pad first, I'm going to use the refining pad just to show you that we can knock these holograms off without necessarily repairing all the swirl marks, but it will certainly improve the finish, and I'll show you that result before we get into the cutting. Grab a nice microfiber towel, not forgetting to fold it correctly. going to buff that off. Our panel prep solution, we're using Infinity Wax Synergy Prep today. Very nice at removing any residual oils. So you're left with the true finish, very important. So you can already see that the holograms have been removed in the section that we've refined. But if we pull the camera in closer and look at the paint, you can still see there are quite a few swirl marks and defects still present. But the main thing is that the holograms that are present have all gone. If we zoom out, you can see where it literally stops on the line where I went up to. And that process didn't take very long. Look at the improvement to the refined side versus the side that had been previously polished. So now that that's done, I'm going to show you what causes these types of holograms and this kind of marking. And that is with a rotary machine polisher. So a couple of machines here. We've got the trusty Roots LHR 15 Mark III. This is a dual action machine polisher. And you've got the Flex PE 150. This is a rotary machine polisher. So the difference is that this is a forced drive. So it's got a shaft going to the gearbox and it spins only in a circle and there's no orbital motion. Whereas if we take the Roots, it spins, but it also oscillates. So if you maybe can see that there. So it's spinning and oscillating at the same time, which gives you the dual action. Now the Roots will cut through most defects in a very efficient manner and does leave a better finish, especially when cutting. However, a rotary is beneficial when you're facing very, very heavy defects. But the downside of that are the types of holograms that you'll see here. With correct use of a rotary, you won't get holograms, but it does need a little bit more finishing work, which wasn't done on this case. Now I'm going to use a rotary and try and put some holograms into the paint so you can see. This is not how you should machine polish with a rotary. I'm just showing you what improper machine work can cause.
And I do feel like I need to say this again, but this is not how to use a rotary polisher. And watching this back while editing really did hurt my soul.
Might be kind of hard to see, but there's the hazing, the ghosting here. So that's what you get from improper rotary machine polishing or heavy and aggressive rotary machine polishing. You can see here, these are the types of haze marks that were present before. So this was when the car came in, and this is what I've purposely installed to show you how it was done in an incorrect manner. This edge of the bonnet where it curves round, we can't get to with the bonnet shut, so we've had to open it. I've propped it up with a block from the ramp, and I'm going to use the 3-inch polisher to get this edge.
Diamonds and gold, you wanna sport that. Designer clothes, who gon' support that? Time is money, well come and get it. For my supply, show me you're committed. You want it all from me, can't consistently. Give me your energy, intimacy. Let me help you make your mind up. Give you currency for my love. Let me help you make.
Moving on to the trunk or the boot lid. The same holograms and swirl marks that were on the bonnet. I've done a tape line and I'm going to polish one side so you can see the transformations.
You want medallions, I want commitment. You want it all from me consistently. Give me your energy, intimacy. Let me help you make your mind up. Give you currency for my love. Let me help you make your mind up. Give you currency for my love. Wow, look at your smile. Yeah, it's been a while.
So this is after 2 cutting passes. And this is the original. You can see all of the horrible hazing. I haven't refined this section yet, but I'll get to that later. Peel off the tape.
From me consistently. Give me your energy, intimacy. Let me help you make your mind up. Give you currency for my love. Let me help you make your mind up. Give you currency.
If you remember from the Golf Edition 30 video that I showed you this handy little tool, the prop to hold the boot up with so we can polish without worrying about it moving. Very useful to have.
It is very hot today. You might see the fan blowing on my dogs and not blowing on me. They're very spoiled.
See your shining face, and to be back in our place. You told so many times that I should change my mind, but I'm here to say goodbye. Easy you had this in me. I wonder how did we get here? Should have hurt you gracefully. So I'm letting myself believe.
Very happy with how this has come out. I do need to refine it along with the rest of the car. There is some minor hazing. The paint is kind of soft on this one. It reminds me of Porsche paint, which can be a little bit sticky when you're polishing it. The compound dries out very fast and it's a bit harder to buff off. That looks really good. We are just going to polish the A-pillar around the windscreen. We're going to put some tape just on this edge. Not so much to protect the chrome because you can go over that with the polisher, more in case we get the pad touching the fabric roof, which we don't want. Every single video I do, I always forget to plug it in. That's cutting pass number 1. It's a multi-stage, so we're going to do a second cutting pass. And when we are polishing with microfiber cutting pads, we have to blow them out every single time we use them to get rid of the dust and get the fibers back up to the pad cut. Not forgetting about the tail lights, which get swirls and defects just like paint. So we're going to correct these and remove the swirls here too. Check out that improvement, it looks much better and it makes the car look way fresher. Don't tune out, we're not going to the bathroom. We are using this toilet paper to help remove the old number plate adhesive strips. We will soak it in our tar and glue remover. The tissue paper will stick to the car and allow the chemical a chance to work rather than it all running straight off. It's a really useful tip to remember when you're removing stickers, decals, etc. You can see here with the toilet paper soaking against the old adhesives, it comes off really easily.
Now onto the refinement stage. With heavy cutting, especially on paint, which is a little softer or stickier like this car, it's important to refine the finish to remove any hazing or marks we've put in during the heavy cut. So we polished the whole car again with a softer pad and a finer grade polish to leave a perfect high gloss finish. One issue with heavy corrections is dust. As you can see here, it is just a byproduct of heavy cutting, especially with wool or microfiber pads. The dust is not abrasive, so it doesn't scratch the paint, but it is annoying for customers and for us, as we still need to apply the ceramic coating. So we've taken the car outside, and we're going to give it a really good thorough rinse to remove all of this dust. Then when we dry the car, wipe it down for the final time. With a panel prep solution, it's ready for the application of the ceramic coating. And interestingly, paint beads without any protection on it. This goes to show that beading is not a sign of protection in itself. The coating we're using on this car is Gyeon MOHS EVO, which is a 3-year ceramic coating. We use it on most cars as the standard go-to coating, as it does exactly what it says on the tin. Here I'm applying it with a microfiber applicator pad, and Dan is going to follow me around to buff it off. Now of course you can ceramic coat a car by yourself, it's a lot of buffing, so there are 2 of us here, it means we can work more efficiently doing it together. MOHS is a great product, it's very easy to use, and it creates this micro beading effect when it's ready to be leveled or buffed off.
Well everybody, you join me at the end of a 4-day detail of this Bentley Continental GTC. You can see the transformation is completely insane. It's way better than it was when the car came in. All of the holograms have been removed. We've removed as many swirl marks as we can reasonably do so. And the car is just looking incredible. It's ready for summer, ready to be used and enjoyed. And as always guys, we really appreciate you tuning in to watch videos. It means so much. Thank you very much for the support. Leave your questions and comments down below, or you can email us at info@ontrackdetailing.co.uk and we'll get back to you. We'll see you in the next episode, which is going to be of the Ferrari F430 that you might have seen in the background of some of the shots. We're going to be doing a full car paint protection film coverage on that vehicle. So you want to get subscribed, don't miss out on that one.